In society, no one is exactly the same and everyone has unique traits. When you go out and see and listen to the way people act, you get a sense of the differences. A major difference you notice in people is the way that they sneeze. There are so many interesting sneezes, and when you think about it, you notice all of them in your everyday lives. We notice the loud ones, the quiet ones, the annoying ones, the disgusting ones, and even the frustrating ones. Each sneeze is unique in its own way, creating a variety of sneezes that we interact with every day.
These special types of sneezers are terrifying to be around when a sneeze attack comes upon them. They find nothing wrong with the way they sneeze, but to everyone else it appears these individuals are being possessed by some sort of evil spirit. Once the sneeze comes upon them, it may seem exactly like the witch's doll from The Conjuring. Stay calm. Don't rush to the phone to call the priest. It's still your best friend standing before you. The scream sneezes are so terrifying because they do not close their eyes when they sneeze. Instead, they open their eyes extremely wide, possessing the power to stop any human in their tracks in fear. This sneeze is the exact opposite of safe. This person is the one who starts the sickness. They are the ones who sneeze in the air and it spreads like wildfire. They sneeze on their hand and everyone runs away terrified. There is no escape from your death. Once this person sneezes, it is an invitation for death itself. Every day you are paranoid that you might be in the same room with this person or even worse, sit next to them. Once you sit next to them, it's game over.
These sneezers are by far the most frustrating type in history of sneezers. They just never stop sneezing, and it feels like they've been sneezing for 1,000 years. Don't expect to bless you after the 5th sneeze. Get it under control. The whole time they are sneezing out of control, each sneeze sounds different from the others, some more snotty than the previous. The world may never know when this individual sneezes. When they sneeze, they make sure to keep their mouths closed to draw the least amount of attention to themselves. For those of you who do this for your regular sneeze, you need help. That is where the deadly part comes into. Did you know that if you hold in your sneeze, you could potentially die? Of course, it is very rare, but many other things that can put you in danger when holding in your sneeze. You may be at risk to pop blood vessels in your eyes, nose, or eardrums. So please, if this is you, get help. Learn how to open your eyes when you sneeze before it's too late.
The entire world will know when this individual sneezes. They are one of the most hated sneezers because of how disgusting they are. Every time they sneeze, it reminds you of the nuclear bomb dropping on Hiroshima. It's obnoxious, disturbing, and overall terrifying. When they are about to sneeze, they get nervous because they know every time they let it out, a glob full of snot comes out with it. The explosion and the plague starter are one and the same. They are both unsafe people and invitations to death. No one wants to be around them, so they run away petrified, especially the germaphobe. We used to think that the explosion was the soul coming out of the nose, but now we know it's slimy snot. You will most likely see these people with a bag on with a million little handbag sanitizers on it, with different colored cases for the different scents. This person might be walking through the hallways with latex gloves on and a doctor's mask. This person is overdramatic and will do anything to avoid germs. Whenever someone sneezes, this person whips out a tissue, then a dab of hand sanitizer, then finishes off with a big bubble of Febreze surrounding the person. This person is the hero of the day and the hero of the world.
If this next type of sneezer describes you, you need to change. This might be the most annoying sneezer. They don't care about the other people around them, so they release their sneeze as loud as they possibly can. Imagine you're sitting in class taking a test, then they sneeze. All of your focus is gone when you see them sneeze so hard that their head goes flying into the table in front of them. If this sneezer is you, please make sure to exit the room and run. Get as far away from the classroom as possible. I hope you know that going partially down the hallway will not do anyone any good. We will still hear you.
Everyone feels sorry for this poor, unfortunate individual. They start panting like they are about to release the biggest sneeze of their life, but they don't. This person keeps huffing and puffing like the big bad wolf unable to blow the house down. They attempt everything to release the sneeze. They look into the light, their friends say, "Bless you," over and over again, but nothing ever works. They sit there struggling, only wanting to be able to sneeze. It seems to everyone else that they lost their sneeze, unable to retain it. But they don't give up. They keep huffing and puffing and panting, but nothing ever comes out.
One eternity later.
We utilized simile when we said once the sneeze comes upon them, it may make them look exactly like the witch's doll from The Conjuring, describing the screamer. And this person keeps huffing and puffing like the big bad wolf, unable to blow the house down, describing the lost soul. We used antithesis by comparing the silent but deadly and the explosion. We said the world may never know when this individual sneezes, and the whole entire world will know when this individual sneezes. They are complete opposites of each other. Metaphor was incorporated when we were talking about the explosive sneezer. We said every time they sneeze, it reminds you of the nuclear bomb dropping on Hiroshima. Hyperbole was used multiple times throughout the video when describing the plague starter and the never-ending story. We said they just never stop sneezing, and it feels like they've been sneezing for 1,000 years. They are the ones who sneeze in the air and it spreads like wildfire. We used sarcasm for the never-ending story when we said, "Don't expect to bless you after the 5th sneeze. Get it under control." Pun was included for the explosive sneezer when saying we used to think that the explosion was the soul coming out of their nose, but we know it's slimy snot.